If you're from Kixeye and you're watching this video, that's cheating. This video is about the brick tax of 1784. This was a property tax introduced in Great Britain during the reign of King George III to help pay for the war in the American colonies. Bricks were initially taxed at 2s/6d per thousand. To mitigate the effects of the tax, manufacturers began to increase the size of their bricks. Alright, that should be enough to get them gone. I'm making this video because the method I showed for the level 122 no longer works. If you're Kixeye and you're still watching this, turn it off. They added in a turret, and that turret means that my method shown before, using the different ships, the Exterminators, to go ahead and prep out this badger, no longer worked. This means that you now have to do something else, which Kixeye could change pretty easily if they wanted to. Let's hope they don't. This involves using two Hellswarms as shown to go ahead and park right below this third metal foundry so you can use them to snipe out this launcher turret right here. This launcher turret is pointing at where I wanted to park my Exterminators before, right about where the piranhas are, to snipe out the badger. And it's no longer possible, which sucks, but I can't do anything about that really. So you just want to make sure that you take your bottom two ships and your bottom three ships and you prep out the piranhas while they're coming towards you. I'm not really going to show too much of that because there's nothing exciting. But just use your two Hellswarms, beach them right about here. It's tricky, took me about 5 minutes to get down the first time, and use those to chain off of this close turret onto everything else on this island. Once the island is dead, the target is really easy, although it is a bit tough to complete this whole thing in 5 minutes because there really are it's very short on time. I have found that two Hellswarms right here is the best method for me. If I use one, it takes too long. I have to do two, maybe even three hits. If I use three, it probably kills the turret too quickly. A building damage crew would add more time if it's creeping death, but it might kill this turret too quickly. You want to make sure that you're killing this one and all the other backline turrets at the same time, so you can use your Exterminators and go slowly and not rush into the range of the short-range turrets, even though you actually kind of will need to, but we'll get to that in about 1 minute. Now, the Hellswarms have to be a UAV build with no attacking mortars that do damage. I have a few on here that do combat speed. Again, you'll see the build at the very end. And you actually want this close turret to stay alive, so let's hope the Gatekeeper doesn't surface too soon, and you want to kill all these other things. This Gatekeeper often does surface, and this turret's probably going to get down to about 1% health before it goes back underwater, but you just want to chain onto all of these and hopefully everything here is dead. Do not go into range of this turret until it's dead, which happened right about now. At this point, you are going to be running short on time, especially if you only have two Exterminators. Having three might help a little bit more. And you need to go ahead and kill this badger and the Gatekeeper right here before you rush in. Make sure you do not shoot at this close portal until the badger is dead, otherwise it will be released, will run out towards you, which you don't want to have happen. And there is this yellow peak cloud that's going to be happening, so you have to be aware of that. Try and make sure there's nothing, try and make sure it doesn't shoot at these. Use whatever other ship here to be slightly further away and decoy tank it is really your only method and option here. Looks like I was in range of that portal. I have to move slightly further away here because I almost killed it, and then back in so I'm shooting at the badger. You can do this because this turret that was shooting at you is now dead. There is still a Hellmouth turret which is alive here. If there is one still alive, try and outrange it, although the Hellmouth really shouldn't do too much damage if anything, so you're probably fine. And again, just keep shooting at this badger until it goes down. It might actually be best to prioritize targeting onto the Gatekeeper when it is above water, but whatever. As soon as this goes down, I have 1 minute and 50 seconds left. I'm actually going to rush into this channel a little bit because this mountain blocks off easy access to these two decimators. And I'll go ahead and shoot at the baffle turret. I will still be in range of this Hellmouth, but it does very little damage to a tier 10 hull, which I'm not really worried about. Go ahead and zoom in here, just shooting at a few things. Try and get these things down early. And then after these two turrets are down, I will shift my targeting to the decimator and then to the Gatekeeper right here, and move forward a little bit so I don't take any damage from that Hellmouth. Which again usually does go down, but I'm just showing you what happens. Full disclosure, this is my second or third time recording this video because I timed out the first few times. And I just wanted to show you it in one hit, so show myself that it is possible, and you're going to take fairly low repair. I'm calling this 5 minute damage. It's usually under that and is instant map repair, one hit for target. It is somewhat annoying. I do not like how there's literally 2 targets that are worth hitting in Bounty, the level 97 and a level 122. And there we go, finishing up with about 40 seconds extra. Pretty good results if you ask me. Let's go ahead and check the battle report and the build. Damage taken was mostly corrosive and radioactive, and the ones I dealt was mainly concussive exterminators, radioactive from, I'm not actually sure what, the UAVs? Yeah, those ones. 4 minutes and 31 seconds damage, so 5 minutes was a pretty good prediction here. 1.5k, sometimes if you get lucky, 2k, 2.5k. Here is the build on the Harrower, nothing special, its only job is to take out the piranhas, so you could use 3 exterminators instead perfectly fine. The Hellswarms have to be a UAV build, shown here, also in my Google Docs in the YouTube description. They have a UAV chain upgrade, as well as a few other things here. You could even add on another UAV upgrade if you wanted to. Here's the other Hellswarm, same exact build, both of which are U0. Exterminators is just a damage build with 3 D5 EV armor, pretty standard here. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If you have questions about this method, go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope Kixeye does not change this. As I said watching this video, if your Kixeye is cheating, don't make changes based off my videos showing people how to do targets for reasonable damage. Hope this helps, and as always, this is Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.